Oh, we've got a factory-built race car here today. 1963 Dodge 330. This is not one of the clones. This is a highly documented, very authentic Max Wedge. It's got a big 426 Ramcharger with a cross ram intake. This car comes with factory 3-inch exhaust with dumps. 45,000 miles. Has a great history. I'll tell you about real quick here. Factory built race car, one of 31 built. This one's absolutely the real deal, verified by experts, and it is documented. Has the original window sticker. Let me grab some of this. Bear with me. This is all worthwhile stuff. We have the original window sticker right here. The owner's booklets. The warranty booklet with the salesman's card stapled to it. The VIN number of the car is on the cover and on the inside. Sold new in San Diego at Boulevard Dodge in 1962 to Dennis Nelson. He ordered a new Dodge 330 for 1962 for an everyday car. He checked the box for the Ramcharger, not much else. Such a rare car, by the time it came into production, it was a 1963. So he ordered a 62. What he got was a 1963. Within 2 weeks, he took it to the Pomona drag strip, turned it 13.08 at 108 miles an hour. And check this out, copy of the original time slips from back then. That's cool. How many muscle cars come with that? This beast was a handful as an everyday car. That's why it has only 45,000 actual miles. In 1985, he decided to freshen the car up. He took it apart, gave it a mild restoration, mostly an exterior repaint, because it's original metal, original interior, original jams. And at that point, started just using it as a show car. Matter of fact, it's had 3 owners total, and there's only 700 miles put on this car since he restored it in 1985. Because here's the magazine article from 1985 saying it has 45,000 on it. Now it has 45,700. So this is a very original, correct car in the Galen Govier registry. One of 56 made altogether, and one of 31 in the 330 body style. But as far as Max Wedges altogether, Dodge only made like a handful of them total across all the makes, models. Dodge, Plymouth, it was in the hundreds made from 62 to 64. Extremely rare, factory race car. That's the original muscle car, folks. And you can go to volocars.com, and that's where you can get a price tag on every one of them, read all the information. There's also a monthly finance option as well. But for right now, buckle up, join me, let's go for a spin. I say buckle up, they didn't even have seat belts back then in a race car. So, all original sheet metal. Remember, this car lived in San Diego. Big flat hood. It looks like Grandma's grocery getter from the outside. But this metal is straight, all fits real nice, all nice, clean, original metal. All nice, clean, dry, straight, lines up beautifully all the way around, opens so easily, shuts like a new car. The roof is straight. All this is clean and straight. There's one little bubble right here in the wheel well lip, smaller than my pinky nail, and I can feel behind it, it's clean metal. So it's a minor issue there. All nice, straight, clean, lines up real nice, absolutely straight, no issues, all nice, clean. Again, original rust-free body, has the original pinch welds all along here. The store opens and closes like a new car as well. So the paint, it's the original color, blue metallic, again, painted in the 80s. So there is a chip on the corner of the hood touched up, a minor little chip right there, a tiny chip right there. It's going to be minor imperfections, but overall, the metal flake is laid out real nice as a smooth, glossy finish. The car is beautiful. Up front here, this grille, I'm sure it's original. It's in great shape, polished, looks beautiful. The chrome is sparkling. Maybe he had the bumpers redone. I don't know, but beautiful. Here's like a hairline crack in the paint right here. Emblem is excellent. The stainless trim. This is all like polished. It's all beautiful. Original glass, very nice and clear all around. You know, the minor little tiny surface, little scratch or nick. Here's a chip that's touched up. Chrome handles are beautiful. Everything is shiny. All the trim, not that there's a lot of it. It's a pretty, basic car. There's a mild dent in the rain gutter trim. I mean, insignificant really. All this trim is shiny. Back bumper has beautiful chrome. Tail lights are in real nice shape. Everything's looking really good here. No hubcaps. I think it's just the way a lot of these came. Painted blue rim. Reproduction BF Goodrich Silvertown tires. You've seen how skinny those tires are. After he restored the car in '85, he took it to the track again and he ran like a second quicker because he put some big fat tires on it. So that's the outside of the car. The good part's still to come. So let's check out the inside and under the hood. All right, we're going to look inside a very well-preserved trunk. I don't know for a fact, but I really believe this original paint. I mean, I looked up all the nooks and crannies, up and under. All clean paint. Got the stickers. Weather strip is in excellent shape. But again, I looked at wires. I looked at little clips that hold on emblems. No overspray on any of it. I think this is the original blue paint. Maybe it was resprayed, but either way, that's really nice and clean. Look at every little screw and latch. No overspray anywhere. This is interesting. The guy swears this is one of the original tires off the car. This car. It's an original tire on a painted rim with the jack assembly. New trunk mat. It's obvious that that's brand new. Real nice and clean original trunk compartment. Go to volocars.com. You can see about 200 cars for sale, and then subscribe to our YouTube channel. Click the bell icon. Be notified when new ones are posted. I believe there's a real good chance the door jambs are the original paint as well. No overspray on the latches at all. And the interior is all original. So there's a little flaw at the bottom of the door panel. Very minor imperfection here and there, but this is the original interior that this car came with from the factory. All nice, clean dash. Right here's your shifter. That's drive and neutral and reverse, first, second. So it's a push button, automatic. Again, look how clean. 45,754 miles. This here is the original paint. It's glossy, but it has like a sheen to it. That's the correct color. A lot of guys, when they repaint them, they just do them glossy, but this is original. Notice there's no radio. It's a radio delete car. So the glove box is clean. Down on the floor, that's not carpet. That's a blue and black speckled rubber mat. Original. There's a little crack here or there, but it's original, not worn out at all. The upholstery is original, in great shape. Right here is the only flaw that I had really found. There's the chrome piping and cloth and vinyl. They've added seat belts to the front only. Rubber mats in back in great shape. And again, all original interior, the seats, the side panels, and all in great shape. Headliner is in excellent shape. I don't see any holes or tears. Anyone's welcome to come inspect the car in person as well, or we have some people that you can hire as a third party to inspect it for you, but this one is a legitimate, real deal car. Steering wheel's real nice. Pedals aren't worn. It's a really nice Survivor original interior. So the Max Wedge was Maximum Performance Wedge, the wedge being the motor. They shortened it to Max Wedge, and they actually, Dodge called them Ramchargers. So this is the 426. They were, I think, 413s. They got moved up in 63 to a 426. 415 horsepower. It's got like 11-to-1 compression, got a radical cam, and then it has this famous dual quad cross ram intake. This is all authentic, folks. The carburetors, the fuel lines and filter and air cleaners. I think these cars, they had to flip the exhaust manifolds. Prior, the exhaust manifolds were down facing, but there was no room, so they flipped them upside down for these cars to make clearance. I think the engine bay could be the original blue paint. Look how all the clips are in place. But again, I looked for overspray. It just has just enough patina where I think it's very clean original. It has the horns, alternators nice and clean. Correct original radiator. There is a number that you won't be able to see, but it's stamped back here. I double checked it, which matches the original fender tag. The battery's bolted down. Now, they didn't have VIN number matching engines back then, but all the codes and dates and numbers correspond perfectly. So, I mean, it's the original motor. And again, verified. The guy I got it from was a real high-end Mopar collector and expert. It's in Daryl Davis's reference book about Max Wedges. Galen's verified the car. Now see the cross braces are missing under the hood. They had to cut them out at the factory to make room for the air cleaners. So that's another sign. There's a lot of little quirky things. I don't remember all of them. They had to move a voltage regulator, I think, on these cars. So a lot of little things that are all true and correct. Looks like it has a manual choke. Yeah, 2 choke cables. Anyway, Michael's gonna take you out and see what she's got.
Alright everybody, got a real special treat for you here today. Super rare 1963 Dodge 330. This one has a factory 426 Max Wedge motor underneath the hood. It is just incredible. Ultra rare car here. It's paired with the 427. It has the push button. Absolutely loving this car right here. It's looking sweet and it's running real good so far. It's supposed to be an older restoration. Don't think it was driven very much since that point. Handling the bumps very nicely here. Steering is good. Now this is a factory race car, so this does not have power brakes and it does not have power steering. Just keep that in mind. The exact way that it came from the factory. So yeah, with that said, let's see what she's got. Really excited for this one. Okay, and just like that, up to speed, no problem. This car is said to have just over 45,000 original miles. It spent the weekends drag racing in California at Pomona. This is documented, and yeah, that's why it has so many low miles. It has the pickup, it has the look, it has the sound. Oh, and also, when they were racing on the weekend from the factory, this thing came with dumps, manual dumps that you need to unscrew. You know, if you were to go to the racetrack or something like that. But that is a factory style exhaust underneath there. So we're running through the mufflers right now, but you can open up the dumps if you choose to. Really kind of a sleeper of a car with the look that it has. And then, of course, there's no badging or anything like that for the 426 Max Wedge. And I tell you, this thing is a beast. Really a pleasure to drive it. Definitely a rare opportunity to purchase this car here. Everything seems to be in very nice working order as far as steering, driving, and yeah, it seems pretty decent on the street. So yeah, if you're interested, by all means, check it out on volocars.com.
So underneath this car, first of all, is absolutely rust-free, bone-dry Southern California metal. It's all painted blue. I believe it's original underneath there as well, the blue paint. It's all proper, all the steering, suspension, brakes, all working properly. Matter of fact, we just had a front-end alignment done on the car. Drum brakes all around. They didn't have disc brakes yet. You know, it's the coolest part of this car, one of the coolest features. From the factory, it comes with a 3-inch exhaust with dumps. You have to go under there, unbolt the little plates, and it's like running it off the headers. These were literally intended to be race cars. It's hard to find one that hasn't been raced and cut up and, you know, big wheel wells and that sort of thing. So to find one that was actually family driven in Southern California and kept as original as this one is, it's a pretty rare find. I think they made, I looked it up, 57 Dodge Max Wedges total in 1963. I would say this has got to be the best one, or certainly a contender. So getting back to underneath, there's a lot of little quirky things. The relocation of the e-brake cables because of the custom exhaust. 99% certain, and I counted them, it has an extra leaf and the leaf springs on this side for the way the motor torques when you get on it and the car twists. Tabs that are part of the body for the exhaust to mount to are on this car. All them little quirky things that are unique are correct on this one. You can rest assured you're getting the real deal. Go to volocars.com. That's where you can talk to the salesman. They'll help answer your questions, including how to get this delivered, how to get it financed. I knew what I was forgetting to tell you about. You look up the motor, it's spotless. It does have the original 727 Torque Flight automatic, and in back is a 391 rear end. They're either 391s or 456s. This has the 391. Thanks for watching.